Hello, Brent with All Octane here, and in this video, I'm going to be opening up some of the Hot Wheels 1/43 scale cars that I was able to find on the pegs. So, thus far, at the filming of this video, I was finding most of these at Target. So, most of the time, they have been exclusive to Target. You can find the 1/43 scale cars there. However, in the next video, the car that starts at 22, so you can see the Z here starts at 21. At car 22, those can be found at Walmart, which is actually really pretty cool. So if you're now looking for the 1/43 scale cars, I believe these cars can also be found at Walmart too. So you've got the Nova that starts at 18. I think 18 can start at Walmart as well. So 18 through, it would be 22, 23, 24, 25. 18 through 25 can now be found at Walmart as well, not just Target. So I picked all these ones up at a Target, but you can find them at Walmart. I do not have all of them just yet. I am super close. I might call it quits on buying these though. These are super expensive, even though they kind of sit in a very nice display, because they kind of sit upright. So if you were to put it upright, they display pretty well. They hold up on their own, and they are in their own packaging. So like you can cut these open, see them, get them out, and then you can put them back, and they are very nicely, like, you know, tucked away in their own packaging. You don't have to throw anything away, which is really cool. If you don't want to, you can always just put them back, which is normally what I do because I put them into storage. That then is my problem. They're huge, they take up a ton of space. And so when I find the last one of this set, so I'm missing this video, you're seeing this set before this set because I have all of these except this one. I'm missing the R34 in blue, which kind of makes sense. That was going to be a very hard one to find. I'm actually surprised that I even found this Skyline on the pegs. And yes, I found this one at a Target on the pegs. So I wasn't able to find this one on the pegs. That's why I haven't made a video for you guys of that particular set yet. But when I get this one at a buy, sell, trade, the blue R34, the Bayside blue one, I will open up all four of those. And then, like I said, the set after this, stay tuned for that video because I will have a video with the next set. And after that, I might call it quits because they're getting to be very, very expensive. So thus far, these cars are at about $25 a car, which is basically an RLC car. And I don't really know which one I kind of like better at this point. I am part of Overdrive on the RLC, so I probably will get the RLC cars. But I just got to watch my budget because cars are getting really expensive now. The hobby is getting very expensive. I know that a lot of people on YouTube are talking about this. It's becoming quite the topic amongst collectors. And honestly, it's not just diecast. If you're an automotive enthusiast and you watch a lot of automotive YouTube, like I do, I probably watch way too much. But like, you know, people like Hoovy, Doug DeMuro, Ed Bullion, they're all kind of evaluating where they are, what they've done, what they have, you know, just because times are changing and the landscape is changing. And so maybe YouTube isn't around all that much in the future. Who knows? I'm definitely going to keep making videos for you guys. And I apologize that this is getting deep. Normally I just stick to cars, but that'll be for another vlog for another time. If you guys watch this kind of stuff. On the back, you can see which four cars you're trying to hunt down that are part of this set. We've got the custom 1970 Chevy Nova. We've got the Mercedes AMG GT3. We've got the 1970 Porsche 917, and we have the Nissan Z Nismo. It is amazing how few of these I've actually seen in person, which tells you something. Oh, the funny thing is, though, is I think this and the Revuelto are now in competition for how many have I seen in person. I haven't seen a whole lot of Lamborghini Revueltos. But I will put a link in the description below to one of them that I saw because I did see DDE's Revuelto when they were on the Gold Rush Rally. So, okay, I've seen one. So we've got one that's been there. But again, the card art is really fantastic. And again, you can kind of just easily slip these cars in and out of these packages, which is really nice. Now they've kind of, well, I say that, and now they kind of have this like plastic. Although, you know what? Maybe they've always had the plastic holding them in. That might be the case. And I might just make a mess right now and then put them back in off camera when I get done filming. So let's see if these have any moving parts. Wow, this thing is solid. Gorgeous orange paint. Does the hood lift? It looks like it does. Oh, it does. Sweet. I did not expect that. That's quite a pleasant surprise. It's 1/43rd scale cars. So they are really cool. Some of them are home runs. I would consider this one a home run. Very glad to find this one on the pegs because I didn't know that this opened up. And look at that. The hood scoop is actually a whole nother piece. That's pretty cool. Kind of have it riveted in there. Wheel choice, pretty good. I like it. You got the brakes in there, and they're easier to see when you're spinning the tire. They got matching calipers to the orange paint. It's got the Nova on there. You know, we have seen this casting in the main line, so the 1/64 scale, but I don't think we've seen it in this color. Not this orange, not that I'm aware of. Got ground, aero ground underneath. Well, aero effect underneath. Side pipes out. Again, it's got rear brakes there as well. I think the calipers match. Yeah, you can kind of see them in there. A little harder to see the rear calipers. They're not as big. A roll cage is in there. That's pretty sweet. And then this, the spoiler is plastic. It's mimicking carbon fiber though. Look at that. It's a pretty cool carbon fiber weave, but it is plastic. It might be part of the interior. Not entirely sure. Man, it looks so good though. Nice beefy tires. It's got some control arms on there. I think this is plastic. Yeah, I think it's plastic, but it's still cool. It's got some side ground effects there, side skirts there. That's a really cool car. I'm really glad I was able to add this one to the collection, find it on the pegs. And again, with an opening hood and a detailed engine, golly day, that's really cool. Really, really cool. So it sits that direction. I'm gonna go ahead and put that back in. Or like I said, I'll get it off camera. It's close. Next up, we have the Mercedes AMG GT3. And again, it doesn't take much to open these up. It just takes two sticker slides there. Stickers. Yeah, I guess. And then two stickers on the other side. Come on. There we go. Got them. And then you can open these up. I have not, and the odd part is, and I'm glad for this, so what I'm about to say, I'm glad for, but the odd part is I don't see a lot of these being stolen. I haven't seen like empty ones of these around, which is a good thing. So, oh, that one doesn't roll nearly as well. What's up with that? There we go. Look at that. It's got Michelin on there. Now, we have seen this before. So they have made, this is the second Mercedes that they've made. We've seen it in like a silverish color. The wing is plastic. It doesn't have any carbon fiber effects on this one. It does have the kind of fueling, I believe. That's what those go for. And then the air jack or something like that. RS on there. AMG. Mercedes. The IWC on there. Materialism. That's pretty cool. There it is. Let's get the huge, oh, look at that fan in there. In the huge hood scoop there. I didn't know the engine sat that. I guess the engine does sit that far back in one of these because it's a huge hood. And it's only a V8, I believe, in these things. So it can sit way back to the firewall. Man, that's massive though. Wow, look at that. No opening hood on this one. That front end looks aggressive. Big fan of that. Yeah, big fan. Big fan. All right, cool. Like I said, I'll put them away off camera. We have a Porsche, and this one's pretty cool. I think we've just seen this in the Circuit Legends, which I do have. I just don't have all five. And you can probably imagine which two I'm missing, right? I'm missing the Golf Porsche, and I'm missing the Ferrari. So when I find those, I'll make a video for you guys. Or I might just buy them to buy, sell, trade. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out what to keep collecting and buying. But again, this particular Porsche is in the Circuit Legends. And man, look at this. awesome stuff. Very highly detailed. This will match the 143rd Ferrari that I have, the 312P from back in the day. There's like a 143rd scale cars from back in the day as well, and it'll match that really nicely. It'll be cool to put the Porsche next to the Ferrari. Actually, I should have done that for this video. Look at that. That's really, really cool. Great tampo work on that one. Absolutely epic. Those headlights are amazing. That's a good stuff. Good stuff. All right. And last up is the Nissan Z Nismo. Man, yeah, these, I do not see enough Nissan Zs out on the road. But I definitely don't think I'll ever see a Nismo. It would be cool to see a Nismo though. The Nismos are probably going to be so hard to find. I'm in a lot of automotive groups on Facebook and stuff too, and I don't think anybody's really seen them. There was a group discussion in a group the other day that was like, a guy wanted one of these, but everybody was like, get the Supra, it's better. There you go. There's the brake calipers again. This gray is so good looking. It's a little darker in person than it is on camera. It's showing up a little brighter. Look at those seats though. They got tampo work on the seats. The Nismo side mirrors. Oh, look at all those great tampo work here in the rear. Oh, and the bottom on this one's also done really well. That's kind of nice. Tampoed really nicely on the bottom, probably because it's so clean up top. Might as well, they might put a little more money into the pass on the bottom and give it some work there. Front graphics, yeah, that is just super, super cool. Man, that's nice. Trying to see a little more in the interior. It doesn't look like they have any more tampo in the interior. I like that tail light up top here. Well, I mean, I guess it's like a third light. I forget what that one's called right off the top of my head. Mirrors look good though. They've got like sort of some reflective kind of surface. Rear brake calipers. This is awesome. So I had to do it. I had to pull out the 312P from, I think these are 78, no, 70, 1970, 72, 71, 72. They're made in Italy. They're Italy exclusive. That is supposed to have the screw there. But check it out. There's the Ferrari and the Porsche. 143rd scale. And probably this one might be a little bigger because I don't think the Ferrari was that much bigger than the Porsche, but it's cool to see two old school race cars and how they kind of do them in different times. This one's metal on metal, so this thing is super heavy. And this one is basically, it's metal, but it's very, very light. It's got a lot of plastic components. There you have it. That's really cool. Two really cool old school race cars. And again, this one I think is a little newer because this one's in the late 60s, early 70s. And this one is a Porsche from 70. Okay, no, so they're in the same time frame. Fascinating. Yeah, so there you have it. There are some brand new Hot Wheels 143rd scale cars I was able to find on the pegs. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you've been able to find them. Let me know which one is your favorite. If you like automotive and diecast content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give it a like. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, have a good one.